Do you have a Cardano trading strategy for the Coinbase pump? I'm going to be sharing what I'm leaning towards doing, and I want to hear from you as well because some of you have lots of experience. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of your feedback from the Cardano video that I did yesterday when the Coinbase listing was announced. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, for liking the videos, and most importantly, what you share here, your comments, because some of you are much more experienced than me. This is just my crypto journey, my personal journey. It is not investment advice. You must do your own due diligence. With that being said, let's get into the Cardano trading strategy. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now. And here we go. Let's start off with some comments because I did a video yesterday on Cardano. I was very excited about the listing. I did hop in and get in there to get my ADA. And the first comment that really stood out to me here was from Menace Keys. Menace Keys says, haha, because I was talking about where I thought that Cardano could maybe hit $2.75, $3. That was upon my initial research. And that's why Menace Keys says, haha, no, it's not. Or should I say, haha, no, it's not. I don't think Menace Keys would say it like that. Just because ADA is going on Coinbase doesn't mean it's going to bow up. Ha ha. Wow, Menace Keys, you say ha ha a lot. Coinbase, but this is why I'm sharing this because I think that they're making a very, very good point. They say Coinbase launches new coins every month. This is just a pump and dump like others. Upon release on Coinbase, ADA will shoot up and drop back down. All hype and no value. So, Menace Keys, I think some of what you're saying here, you are absolutely right. I'm new to the trading space. And yes, having watched a couple of tokens go onto Coinbase Pro and experiencing them, including GRT and Polygon Matic, I agree with you 100%. There are people that just go in for the pump and dump, and that is inevitable with this upcoming listing. And I'm also in this video, we're going to be taking a look at what happened with Matic's listing and how, when that hit Coinbase, is this going to be similar for Cardano? I want to hear in the comments from you. I want to hear from everyone here more about what you think is going to transpire. But, Menace Keys, when you say all hype and no value, how can you go ahead and say that about Cardano? I don't understand how it's only hype and no value. Because if it had no value, then why? Let's just pop over here. I want to just hop over to this piece of news. It says here on Crypto Slate, fast rising, Cardano catches the eye of major investors through Bloomberg terminal listing. And so what is critical here with this? I just want to go down to this information. The rising interest has become most evident following yesterday's addition of Cardano to the Bloomberg terminal, an integral tool for the global finance industry. And here's the big part of it. Bloomberg Terminal is a product used to access, compile, and analyze financial information with a cost ranging from $20,000 to $40,000 per month. The terminal is reserved for the biggest and most influential players in the finance industry. Adding Cardano to the list of supported assets displayed before these institutional investors, that's huge. I mean, that is a big piece of information. And so why would Bloomberg, why would they list Cardano if it had absolutely no value? Why would they offer that to institutions just for fun? It's so again, all respect. I love your comment here. I can be a little bit Pollyanna-ish, a little bit, yay, rah, rah. I get very, very excited about things, maybe too excited. And so, yes, I need a reality check here, but I also don't want to be a negative Nancy. Oh no, it's got no value. So Menace Keys, I want to hear more about whether, any other thoughts on that in relationship to going on the Bloomberg channel. I want to also go, there's a number of great comments here. Oh, I like this one from Crypto News. Love Cardano. I have some before news of Cardano listing on Coinbase Pro. I told some friends to buy it yesterday so they can profit from Coinbase listing. You are a good friend, Crypto News. I think it will easily hit $2.15 from Coinbase listing. I'm holding it until it hits my price target. I'm holding Polygon long term. I love this. This is absolutely fantastic. And 215, wow. I mean, could it hit 215 tomorrow? That would be amazing. So that is definitely, hearing from everyone here, is affecting where I feel that I'm going to take some profits on crypto, on Cardano. I just want to go back to one more thing here, because when you leave me comments, I've got to show you this, and I saved this. There are a ridiculous amount of bots. So frustrating. And look what happens. For example, when I replied to Menace Keys, I did my reply, but then this is some bot pretending to be me for guidance. I'll introduce you to life-changing investment. I would never do that. Why would I go and do that? That would be insanity. This is just my personal journey. And then it has this, I've seen this on other people's channels too, where it does the number and then it says to text on WhatsApp, and they changed the way WhatsApp looks. So, and when I did this video yesterday, I had so many of these. It was a shocker. Know that I am always going to reply to you personally, and this is just some type of bot thing that is going through my channel. Let me go back up here. I have pinned Anthony Rapon's, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, Anthony. Anthony Rapon's response here to my video from yesterday when I said about Cardano ADA and the listing. Anthony said, "You seem sweet, but your hopes are way too high. First, ADA will probably retrace before Thursday." I do agree with that. Coins always pump on the announcement, retrace, then pump big upon listing. For my friends who are new here to crypto, what Anthony is saying here is very, very, he's an astute investor, and he must have seen multiple listings. He says, second, ADA will absolutely not hit $3 or even $2.75 from this listing, although it will later in April, May. So perhaps then in my video yesterday, I just got ridiculously excited and I was being too optimistic. I mean, that makes sense what Anthony's saying here. You can't compare it to Matic at all, he says. Matic has a market cap of only 2 billion. ADA has a market cap of 39 billion. So it would take almost 20 times more money flowing into ADA to have the same price pump. Not going to happen. Well, but could it though, Anthony? Could it happen that I saw this article the other day that some coins are pumping 15-20% that only have a 400 million market cap? And maybe it's just so many people flood into the marketplace on Coinbase that could there be that jump up? I mean, I just wonder, is it only attached to the market cap? And then lastly, Anthony says, absolute best price from this listing is $2. I'd look to take profit around $1.75 to $1.85. And I think that is very, very astute what he's saying there. There's me saying one thing where I get all excited, but look, I get emotional. And this is what I love about Crypto Angel Network community, is hearing from other crypto angels within the space who have experience. And then ultimately, we each have to make our own decision, because I know some of you have been holding Cardano for a long time. And Kryptonite said they got into ADA at 10 cents back in September. Grayscale is adding a custodial trust for ADA, so I'll hold on for a bit. Congratulations, Kryptonite. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Elias Yassan's hodling 30,000 ADA. Wow. That's awesome. And then this is great from Dracia says, I've been accumulating ADA for a year. So my DCA is 25 cents. And so far have earned 700 ADA staking on the Cardano mainnet. So, Dracia has more experience here. I won't sell any under $5. And then they give a great piece of insight here. Don't stake on Coinbase as they charge a 25% fee on all staking rewards. It's buried in the user agreement fine print. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. I personally, I went in and I bought in yesterday at 3 points and I have 14,374 ADA and already I'm seeing an increase of 6.7%. And if we look right now and we go over to the ADA chart, it definitely, what I noticed earlier this morning, you can just see has been very, very little volume on Binance US, which says to me that there was a lot of buying yesterday, right? There was that big pump yesterday, it went up 28%. And now people are just waiting. They are waiting for this listing. Now, I wonder, what are your thoughts on that a number of people would want to exit at $2 who have been holding for a while? What percentage of people do you think are going to stay in? And how many Cardano investors are going to exit? Was my idea of $2.75, $3 yesterday that we could hit that totally ridiculous, or is that possible? So where we're at right now, as of this recording, is we are at, it says at 128. So we are steadily climbing up, getting ready for tomorrow. What do you think that Cardano is going to be listed on the exchanges at? And with that being said, I wanted to just hop over to Matic a moment just to look at when they were listed on the exchange. And of course, we can't make a comparison, but I'm just looking at this, and when Matic did go and hit Coinbase Pro and then was later on listed on the main Coinbase site, there was that initial red candle at 10 a.m. and then it just trucked along, it looks like, with very, very low volume at 2 in the afternoon. This was 2, I think, Pacific Standard Time. It pumped up. It had a big pump up to around 45 cents. It had a little pullback. It pumped again up to 54 with one final, it hit the top at around 59 cents. And then so at 3 p.m., around 3, it started retracing. And then we ended up with lower highs and higher lows, and since then, as we go along the chart, it has been doing a lot of consolidation. I mean, what I imagine that Matic is going, because some of my friends here, I know you have Matic and you're wondering what's going to happen next. Are we set to break out on that? I think we are. I think it's going to break out again soon. But what is going to happen tomorrow? What price is Cardano going to go on the exchange at? And I really am going to go back to, I think that it was Anthony's advice about 175, 185. That seems like a really, if one is going to swing trade it, day trade it, that seems like a really good price point. I would imagine with the announcements that are coming here, that for those who are hodling, it seems to an important date, and this is coming from Crypto Potato, where they say Cardano launched the so-called Mary update earlier this month and plans to reach a state of full decentralization on March 31st, 2021. So that is another milestone that is coming. And then if you go to the Cardano roadmap, you can see right now they are in this phase of Shelley decentralization, and you can read this at your own leisure and take it in. But this seems to be very important. What stands out to me here is the Shelley era represents the natural maturation of the network, and this is at this point where there are some big players that are about to go onto the Cardano network as well. And I would imagine that in these upcoming months that there will be considerable growth. That's why, going back to what Menace Keys said, I do not see how there is no value to Cardano. How can there be no value to Cardano if it has almost a 40 billion market cap? How could it just be hot air? It can't be. So I think in conclusion, it's important that we learn from each other. Everyone has adds value here and has some type of insight, of input, and I find that very helpful, because that one has to find that making those choices that are right for you in terms of this upcoming listing. So I think that I will probably exit with some of my Cardano at around 180, possibly $2. I don't want to be greedy here with it. And I also like what's coming up, and will likely hodl some of it as well. I think later on in the year, how can it not go to $5, $10? I know that I've heard BitBoy say that it could be $400 later on this year. Could it really? It just seems like a little bit fast for that to happen. What are your thoughts on this? I want to hear from you, and let me know, and everyone here within the community, what is going to happen in this next 24 hours with this very exciting news of Cardano being listed on Coinbase. Thank you for liking this video. Especially thank you for your comments. Beware of the scammers. I will be replying to you personally within a 48-hour period. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sending you lots and lots of love.